Today, we're gonna max your alchemy level in a matter of minutes. No faffing around, let's dive straight into things. To start, you're gonna want to grab yourself a couple of items that you can enchant. For this glitch in particular, you're gonna need a pair of gloves. Pretty much any kind of glove will do. You're also gonna need a ring, a necklace, and a circlet. You're also going to need the Fortify Alchemy enchantment. If you need help finding some of the gear, you can go right here to Solitude into this shop, and you'll be able to get pretty much everything you need, some of which may already come with alchemy enchantments. If they don't have a glove or a ring or whatever you're looking for, I'm sure you guys already know this, drop a quick save, attack the shopkeeper, and then reload your save, and the whole inventory and the shopkeeper's gold will be replenished. Or you can wait 48 hours, but who would do that? Go ahead and enchant all 4 pieces with the Fortify Alchemy enchantment. I'm also going to rename them just for the sake of organization. You don't have to do this, but it does help speed up the process. My enchantment level is pretty low. I've only got an 11% boost on each item, but that is more than enough for what we're going to be doing today. It does help to have the enchanter perk up to level 2 or 3. Now for alchemy, I do recommend that you have the alchemist perk up to level 3, again just because it'll help speed up the process, and naturally you'll be using less ingredients because you'll be making less potions. Benefactor is another little perk that's worth considering, but again, it's not a must. Now, the main potion we're going to be making today is Fortify Restoration. I found that the cheapest way of making this is with the Abyssine Longfin and the Cyrodiilic Spade Tail. If you need a hand getting any ingredients naturally, you can go to any alchemy store and you can grab whatever you need from there. But if you'd rather forage, here's a super quick location list of all the ingredients we're going to showcase today. In the lake just outside of Riften, you'll be able to find a bunch of fish, particularly the Abyssine Longfin. You can also find the Cyrodiilic Spade Tail here, but I find it a little bit easier to go just outside of Riverwood, head to the Guardian Stones, and jump straight into the lake. There'll be a bunch of Cyrodiilic Spade Tails right here. Then head to Dawnstar, and you'll be able to collect a bunch of snowberries here. You'll be able to find these pretty much everywhere you go. Then head just outside of Whiterun, near all of the inns and the breweries, because Spriggan Sap, the ingredient that I use in this video, is kind of hard to get if you're not buying things from the shop. So instead, you should probably use blue butterfly wings, and to get those, just look for blue butterflies and tear them in half. That's awkward. Go ahead and combine both of these together and you'll have your first potion. Now, exit out of the alchemy lab into your inventory, drink the potion of Fortify Restoration, and while in that same menu, don't exit out, just go up to your armor, unequip all of the gear that you just made, and then re-equip. What you'll notice is that your equipment is now a little bit stronger after drinking the Fortify Restoration potion, but this isn't a permanent buff, it's only temporary while the potion lasts. Head back into the alchemy table, combine the Abyssine Longfin and the Cyrodiilic Spade Tail once again, make another potion, exit out, drink the potion, unequipped all of your gear, and then re-equipped it again. Things are starting to get a little bit better. Repeat this process, I'd say 10 to 15 times until you start seeing some rather crazy numbers. Now bear in mind, you may need more or less ingredients depending on your alchemy level, the perks that you already had, and the power of the enchantments that you have on your gear. Now what you'll notice is that this is an easy way to reach 100 alchemy. Once you start seeing messages like this, created potions are 20,300% more powerful. You can probably stop here. Anything over 20,000-30,000 is just going to crash your game, so call it quits. Now it's time to make this a permanent buff rather than a temporary one. While you still have your crazy enchantments, again, this is all time dependent, so be quick as you do this. I'm going to combine the snowberries and the Spriggan Sap to create a potion of Fortify Enchanting. Go ahead and make 5 to 10 of these, depending on how often you think you're going to need an overpowered enchantment, and if we wait an hour or so, as you can see, all of my stats are going to return to normal because the potion has expired. So go into your inventory, drink your potion of enchanting, and then do the same thing you did at the beginning, making your own alchemy gear, but this time this is what you're going to be using permanently, so name it whatever you need to. Once you've done all 4 pieces, not that you necessarily need 4 because they're so overpowered, but once you have them, equip them, make sure you don't end up making something crazy like this. Look at the numbers and the minus at the beginning. As soon as you go ahead and do that, everything is gonna crash and it's not so fun. The only way to fix this is to subscribe to the channel. One other thing I suggest doing while you have all this gear is drink another potion of Fortify Fortify Enchanting, go back to the enchantment table, find a spare ring or necklace or something like that, and then you can enchant that item with Fortify Smithing. Equip your ring or whatever you made, and then make a bunch of iron daggers, armor, steel stuff, doesn't really matter what it is. And then when you upgrade and you fortify that item, you'll be able to get 100 smithing as well in a matter of seconds. Okay, that's all for today's video, but it's worth saying that as you level up, so do the enemies you're going to come across. Just keep that in mind, because you don't want to do all of this and then all of a sudden you're demolished by a dragon and your only defense is a potion of enchanting. If you want a list of hidden chests filled to the brim with as much loot and gold as you could possibly handle, I'll put a card on screen or a link in the description. I love your faces, you're amazing and beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one.